I sit in class staring at one of my classmates. Her name is Maria. She is a very unique girl and a little strange, at least she is to me. I stare at her homework assignment on her desk. There is only one paragraph written on the paper, a very short paragraph. I look up at the chalkboard. Our assignment is still written there. Write a 500 to 1,000 page report about your favorite animal. Answer some of the following questions in your report. 1. What do you like most about your favorite animal? 2. What are some of its unique features? 3. Can this animal be a pet? 4. Do you have any pets? 5. What do you do to take care of your pet? One student after another gets up to read their report. Most of them talk about dogs and cats. I stare again at Maria's paper and become very nervous, thinking about the teacher's response to her unfinished report. I seem to worry about everything, and everything seems to make me nervous. Maria, however, doesn't seem to worry about much at all. I hope to one day be more like her. I jump as the teacher, Mrs. Colmenares, says my name. Jessica, please come to the front and present your report to the class. I walk up slowly. I hate getting in front of the class. It is such a terrible thing for me. Everyone is staring at me, just as I stare at them when they are walking to the front of the class. I open up my paper and begin reading. I don't get very far when I hear Mrs. C, as she allows herself to be called, say, Jessica, please stand up straight and hold your head high and begin again. I feel my face heat up in embarrassment as I obey her words. I clear my throat and begin again. My favorite animal is the dolphin. Dolphins are beautiful creatures that seem to like humans. One day I want to go swimming with the dolphins. As I continue reading my report, it seems that the class is really interested in what I have to say, and when I finish, everyone claps. I try hard not to smile as I put my paper on Mrs. C's desk and walk back to my seat. Very good, Jessica. We can all tell that you really put a lot of work into your report. Thank you, I say, finally smiling. Okay, next up is Maria. Maria, please come to the front of the class and present your report. I am so nervous, but Maria gets up and walks confidently to the front of the class. Mrs. C doesn't have to tell her to stand up straight and hold her head high. She does that naturally. She begins to read and I hold my breath. I listen to her words and try to count them as she speaks. I don't have a favorite animal. I love all animals. I do have a pet dog. Her name is Dulcura. She is beautiful, and I love her so much, and I can't imagine my life without her. All animals are beautiful and unique, and I hope someday to be friends with all of them. And I hope that one day they can be friends with each other. Thank you. I stop holding my breath. It's over. That definitely was not 500 words. That definitely wasn't even 100 words. I stare at the teacher as Maria walks over and puts her report on the desk, and then I stare at Maria as she sits down. The teacher says nothing. She is not surprised. The class is silent. I look over at Maria and she has a small smile on her face. Then I do something very surprising. I begin to clap. Then the whole class begins to clap. The teacher smiles and also claps, but she then says, "Very nice expressions, Maria. Very heartfelt. However, why not write another report? Choose an animal, any animal. Write what you like about it specifically. Tell us more about Dusura. I am giving you 2 days to have it completed. Are you able to do that?" I smile as Maria says, "Yes, ma'am, I can do that." Mrs. C is just such a kind and calm teacher. I don't know why I always worry about her reaction to Maria. She always reacts very kindly to her. I wish that all teachers were like her. After class, Maria thanks me for clapping for her. I smile. "Well, I really do like your report," I say to her. "Hey," she says, "I notice that you always eat lunch alone. Why don't you sit with me? I always eat alone too. Now we can eat together." So, Maria and I eat lunch together, and within a short time we become best friends. On the one hand, it is easy to be friends with Maria, but on the other hand, it is sometimes hard. But I guess that's the way it is with all friendships. We spend a lot of time at the park. Maria loves bringing Dusura to play there with the other dogs. Sometimes Dusura barks at the ducks in the water, but most of the time she just sits and watches them. I notice that Maria loves Dusura very much. "Do you ever worry about anything?" I ask her one day as we walk home from school. After all, we are teenagers. Aren't we supposed to worry about everything? Maria laughs and says, "No, I don't worry about too many things. I don't know why. I'm happy about that though." I'm happy for you, Maria. I really am. I am going to give you one more example of Maria's personality before I tell you about a very sad thing that happened. Maria lives very close to me, so she comes to my house before school, and then we walk to school together. Well, one day I am frantic. I can't find any clothes to wear. When Maria comes to the house, she sees me still in my pajamas. She looks at me and asks me why I am not ready. I can't find anything to wear. Maria looks over at a huge pile of clothes in the chair. Whose clothes are those? Those are mine, but they are all dirty. Well, what about the jeans that you had on yesterday? They can't be dirty. You only wore them one day, and you didn't go anywhere after school yesterday to get them dirty. I look at her as if she is crazy. Well, she asked, are they dirty? Now she's looking at me as if I'm the crazy one. No, they are not dirty. Then what's the problem? She asked. Maria, I can't wear the same jeans 2 days in a row. Everyone would laugh at me. Stop worrying about what others think of you and just be yourself. Well, I say, I am being myself. I don't want everyone laughing at me. I'm not you, Maria. I'm me. Maria at first just looks at me, but then says, okay, these jeans that I have on are clean. I just got them fresh out of the drawer and I just took a shower and we are basically the same size. So, you are going to wear these and I am going to wear the ones you had on yesterday. I look at the clock. If I agree, we can still make it to school on time. So, as crazy as it is to me, I agree. Maria seems to know how to solve all problems, and she's never worried about being late for school. One morning, Maria comes to my house before school, as she always does, but this morning she is crying. Crying. Yes, you are hearing me correctly. She is crying. I am shocked. She is actually crying with tears and everything. She is weeping uncontrollably. My mom has already left for work, and so she can't help the situation, and I have no idea what to do. I have no experience with the tears of others, only my own. I stand in shock staring at her. Then I say, Maria, what happened? Why are you crying? She answers me, but I can't understand anything that she's saying. I ask her again, and she responds, but I still cannot understand. I grab some tissues out of the box and give them to her. Then I take her by the hand and sit her down on the couch, and I just hug her. She lays her head on my shoulder and continues crying. Even though I still don't know what's wrong, I am so sad for her that I cry too. Finally, she calms down a little bit, and I ask her again. Maria, something terrible has happened, hasn't it? She nods her head and finally says, Dulcura died.